You know him best for making people laugh alongside his best friends on popular show Impractical Jokers, but soon you can see his live solo show here in Springfield on November 10th. So say hello to comedian James Murray. Murr, so excited to speak with you this morning. How are you?
Thanks, Blake. I'm great. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. Tell me about that friend behind you real fast.
I like to bring a little star power to these interviews. So my buddy Nick and his friend Ryan just came by. They'll just be here a little bit. They won't say much. The interview's
Sure.
about my show, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, they're just here to observe. I love it. I love it. Well,
Yeah.
Murr, tell me, what can people expect from your upcoming solo show?
It's so much fun. If you're a fan of Impractical Jokers, you'll love my live solo stand-up comedy show even more. It's like stand-up comedy. I shot hidden camera challenges just for the live show. You can't see anywhere else. But the coolest part of the night is at the end of the show there in Springfield, we actually play Impractical Jokers live, meaning
Ah.
I choose someone from the audience, put an earpiece in their ear, send them out into the streets of Springfield. We watch on screen in the theater as live on the spot they've got to do and say what I tell them to. It's like watching the TV show happen unedited in front of your face. It's wild.
Okay, this sounds amazing. And I feel like that's going to draw a lot of people in because they get to see what you guys do so well and do your best right there live in person. So I'm curious with that then, is there any specific maybe situation while you've been on tour where you've had someone go out, maybe just one that sticks out to you for good or bad, or just because it was really funny, went over well, or however you want to frame that?
First of all, I promise I will not get anyone arrested or punched in the face. I'm a professional.
This is
I've been
important.
doing this a long time. Yeah, that's the first thing. No harm will come of Jokers Live. Second, last week, I was just on tour last weekend, and a guy, I can't believe he did it. He stood up on a bar. There were lots of people in the bar, like a sports bar. He stood up on the bar, took his shirt off, and started shouting "Spring Break '98" and got the entire bar to chant with him.
Oh my
Spring
God.
Break '98. I can't believe it.
That's amazing. Well, I can't wait to see what happens here in Springfield. That's going to be really interesting. All right, I want to go a little deeper, Murr. So tell me about the origin story of you and the other Jokers, because I think it's a pretty fascinating story for those that may be unfamiliar with it.
We've been friends 33 years at this point. We met literally first day of high school in 1990 and became best friends throughout high school, did comedy together, and then formed our comedy group. And then it took us 13 years to get on TV. And now we've been on TV 13 years. So America has literally watched us get older, fatter, balder on television and grow up with your families.
Yeah, absolutely. All the things. Now, speaking of the 13 years being on TV now, did you ever think that the show would be on the air as long as it has and kind of turn into the massive success that it is?
Not in the slightest. When we started the show, Joe and I were roommates. We couldn't afford to live apart. We had like a 700 square foot apartment with one shared bathroom. So we each had, and his girlfriend then turned wife lived with us too. So we each had about 120 square feet to live. It was crazy.
That is crazy. Now, something that I think is really cool about what you guys do is that at the end of the day, you guys get to work with your best friends each and every day, and that's something that not a lot of people get to experience, and especially for not as long as you guys have been able to. So just tell me what that means to you.
It's the best part of the job, of course. The guys and I are on tour this weekend on the Jokers tour, and what makes it so worthwhile and valuable is that I'm hanging out with my best friends. I would do it anyway.
Mhm.
So plus, at this point, we have no real world skills at all. What can I can't do anything, man. I can't. I'm not. If there's one thing Impractical Jokers taught me is that I'm not qualified to do anything else in life.
Well, there you go. That's okay, because what you do is so important, Murr, and it makes a lot of people laugh. And that's my next question. So what do you enjoy most about just like doing this, making people laugh, getting to just have so much fun with your friends and with other people?
The live show is the best part of the job. Making the TV show is great. It's amazing. It's the best thing I do. But at the end of the day, you're filming a hidden camera show. You can't tell how people react to it. But when I'm there, like in Springfield on tour, and there's 1,000 people cheering, and I see how the show has affected their lives and their families' lives for the better, that's the best part of the job, man. It really is.
Yeah, I can imagine that it just makes it all worth it. Now, is there anything in your career that you would still like to give a try at, or something that maybe you have in the works that you can tease for us in the future?
Sure. I write a bunch of novels. That's a cool kind of spin on the TV show, is that it led to a whole literary career. I've got 8 books out now. 5 of them are like adult thrillers, like really scary books. And then I have 3 kids books out now. called Area 51 Interns. It's the best. It's so cool. It's just a whole different exercise in my imagination, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Murr, any final thoughts you want to share with the people of Springfield?
Sure. Bring the whole family. All ages are welcome to the my comedy show. You can get your tickets at murrlive.com. And just know that when I fly to Springfield on November 10th, I'll be going through TSA showing my driver's license from Impractical Jokers, which, because of the TV show, has no eyebrows to this day.
That is absolutely incredible. Oh my gosh.
I look like a supervillain, man.
You really do. That's amazing. Well, James Murray, live in Springfield on November 10th at the Galois Theater. Get your tickets now, Murr. Thank you so much. Huge honor.
Thanks for having me.